Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I'm BenchART, and so today we have here finally the benchmark to this great DLC. And so this is the graphic settings that you will see on the video. It's the eye settings without the airwork stuff. Okay, it's basically the eye presets but without the airworks. But this is the regular eye preset. As you can see, we can try out to see the frame rate. So it's using airworks, and the frame rate is 28, 29, 27s. Keep in mind that my recorder is consuming 5 FPS, but obviously I'm going to disable the airworks, because I don't want to use it and it gets a lot demanding and I don't want that. So I did benchmark to the median settings, and the median settings looks exactly like this. The video will only show the eye, but I did a benchmark of screen on the median settings too, and I did do a benchmark of screen of the eye settings, without recording, and you can have all the data on the details of the video as well as in the end of the video. And so this is the eye settings for the post-processing, and this is the median settings for the post-processing. Okay, so enough with this bullshit of the settings. I'm going to switch everything to eye settings, and let's talk a little bit of what places I'm going to benchmark. So this benchmark is divided into sections. The first one is the Beast of Toussaint. I'm going to benchmark this mission until a certain part of the mission, because it gets very long, and it usually contains the outskirts of Toussaint, which means you're going to see a lot of grass, a lot of water, a lot of great landscapes. And this is the first part that I'm going to benchmark. The second benchmark will consist wandering around the city, which is very demanding too. You can see a lot of people, you can see a lot of concentration of details, boxes, and all of kind of stuff and buildings. And so this is the two different benchmarks that I'm going to make in this video. But I'm going to shut up myself, and for the people that are here for the gameplay, you will have 20 minutes of uncommented gameplay. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I hope you enjoy it, and of course hope to see you soon. Again, results without recording, it's on the end of the video. On the details you have there the frame rate proof mode, which can be very helpful, and it's a nice analysis to how the game runs. Okay, so think a lot, hope to see you soon, hope you enjoy it.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Got guests. Careful.
What? Lost a nerve?
of you!
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Nets were attached here. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Killer from the north, they say. What? With no lads brave enough? Of course we have. Our bravery's not enough against the beast.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac-Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac-Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Lillis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Giddy up.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Slow.
In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. You. Saw you at the inn. Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though.
Come on.
How is it that Jukesa doesn't feed him as well?
Not so fast, Roach.
Ow!
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
Good day!
creatures have mamas and papas.
Truthfully, only a witcher stands the best of the beast.
All is in order. Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Hello, welcome back now to the performance section of the video, and as you can see on the Beast of Toussaint, before entering on the cellar entrance, because inside the cellar it's very lightweight, there's no reason to benchmark there, and so I did benchmark since the beginning of the video until the cellar, so that's the part that I did benchmark without recording on both settings. I get this average of 36 on the high and the average of 42 on the median. So my recommendation is, if you are playing this game with a gamepad as I do, the high settings will feel that it's fairly smooth, it's going to be playable, you might want to lock the game to 30 FPS and things like that. But if you are playing with a keyboard and mouse, I felt that the median settings was the settings to go for, but of course that is only my opinion. So looking to the climbing of Toussaint, which starts when I load the game right there and go to the top of Toussaint, enjoying the view and killing myself. The game runs a little bit better comparing to the outside. It seems that the graphic card takes much more impact with the grass and the nature than inside the city. So the CPU was fine with this, so it's okay. So let's check about the consistency. So consistency, if you care about 30 FPS as lock, it's great, because we just had 1% of the frames below the 30 FPS on the high settings. On the median settings there wasn't any single frame below the 30s, so I think it's fairly stable and very playable in my personal opinion. So about other things, VRAM usage, we got almost 2 GB of usage, but sometimes it goes low to 1.6 and things like that, so 2 GB is enough to play this game at the high presets without any sort of stuttering. RAM usage, it only hits 5 GB, so if you have 6 GB it's okay. CPU usage, I only got 40 and 60, and the GPU usage was always maxed out, so surely there is no bottleneck in here, and this game might be very GPU demanding. So, and that's all I want to talk about The Witcher 3 DLC Blood and Wine. It feels and looks actually great. I'm surely going to buy this game when I can, and I fully recommend you to do the same, because this is what CD Projekt is. It respects the gamers, and I believe that they are almost the only ones that care about this, instead of totally the money. Okay, so that's all I want to talk about. Again, The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Hope you did enjoy this video, and of course, if you want more benchmarks, you know how to support me, and hope to see you soon. Thank you a lot. Goodbye.